Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be asking the question to what the best outcome of the KSI and Logan Paul rematch is. I know for KSI fans, KSI winning would definitely be the best outcome for them. For Logan Paul fans, Logan Paul winning would be the best outcome for them. But we're looking at the overall best outcome for everyone. Also, I'm completely open to everybody else's opinions in the comment section below. We all have different opinions and this is just my one, so let's get into the video now. First, we need to look at who would be most hurt by the loss, KSI or Logan Paul. To get the answer to that, all we need to do is look at the last fight's video at the end after basically both of them lost. Kinda, they never won, but they never lost either. From that fight, both of them had a completely different reaction. KSI looked so bothered by the fact that he hadn't won, whereas Logan seemed happy either way. He was given the speech of his life, going on about like how much better he's going to make himself for everyone. And Logan was even like saying thank you to KSI for giving him the opportunity. KSI just looked really annoyed though. He probably felt like he should have done more, and that's the thing, like the fans are going to mirror the reaction of who they want to win. So Logan Paul fans would probably be more likely to just support him and be like, oh, he tried his best, whereas KSI fans are going to feel bad for JJ because he's lost. Like they wanted him to win and he feels bad, so now they feel bad. So JJ and Logan Paul's emotions are just going to mirror themselves onto the fans. Logan Paul says in True Geordie's podcast,
I don't want to overtrain or for no reason spar some professional boxer who, by the way, would fucking kill me and hurt me when we don't know if this is the path I'm going to take for the rest of my life.
I think Logan Paul's more bothered about creating a better image for himself after what happened in Japan. And if he can make himself look better in any way, he's happy with the outcome. Especially if he just tries his best in this fight. If he loses, he'd still be happy because he tried. Whereas for KSI, this event was pretty much started from him. I know Joe Weller helped in that, but JJ was the one that made it as big as it is now. So he would hate to get that taken away from him. Like imagine Logan Paul took over as the big dog, and they'd probably do a rematch anyway, but imagine Logan Paul was the one that was the big dog and he was deciding who he's fighting next. JJ would hate that because he started this and he's more bothered about this. Whereas Logan Paul would probably go away and do something else. He wouldn't even stick at it, whereas JJ would. And then if we look at the fans, I feel like KSI fans care about JJ a lot more. I'm not saying that Logan Paul fans don't care about Logan a lot either. I'm just saying the majority of KSI fans all feel like they've grew up with him. I've been watching him for years. Like I like Logan and I like JJ, but I grew up watching KSI, whereas Logan, I only heard about him really kind of because KSI. So if Logan lost, I would still be like happily a fan of Logan Paul, whereas for KSI, I'd probably feel bad if KSI lost. And I feel like KSI's more likely to go off the radar if he did, whereas Logan Paul fans would probably see more of him. So let's just say that a KSI win would hurt the least for everyone. I also think Joe Weller would be better off if KSI won, because if Logan won, Logan Paul would be here, KSI would be here, and Joe Weller would be at the bottom, which wouldn't be the best for him. Whereas if KSI wins, Joe Weller and Logan Paul are here, and I feel like even Logan Paul would overshadow Joe's loss, so it would also be better for him. Also, the way that the person wins would matter. A knockout would probably be most satisfying because of the draw last year, but we also couldn't have like a first round knockout to KSI because then that would also be unsatisfying for the Logan Paul fans. So maybe like a KSI knockout in like the 5th or 6th round, or even a TKO after Logan's maybe even got the better of him, or even like knocked KSI down, to see KSI come back and get the knockout. And even to see Logan maybe get the better of KSI for the majority of the fight, that would maybe set up a rematch a bit better, which would be better for everyone, rather than maybe Logan Paul winning very easily and then KSI trying to get a rematch when you're kind of like, well, we know what's going to happen this time around. Finally, the best thing to see would maybe be at the end of the fight, just seeing them both respect each other. Like, a lot of people say they could see JJ and Logan being friends in the future, and I see that as well. They're kind of like yin and yang. Like, they two together create so much entertainment, but they're too busy trying to hate each other. The Hitman's Bodyguard as well. It's like both of them hate each other, and by the end of it, it's good to see them actually working together, because they're actually better together than being enemies. And that's what makes this fight entertaining. It's because they're both together. So at the end of the fight, seeing a lot of respect for each other would be perfect. Maybe Logan Paul saying thank you to KSI again for giving him the opportunity and saying, brilliant fight, you did well. And even seeing KSI finally letting his guard down to say, well done, you did good, without trying to throw it in his face. Because you know what KSI is like, he kind of threw it in Joe Weller's face. But if this time, because it's a pro fight and they both worked very hard to get to the stage they're at, they might actually respect each other a lot more, and it would be less about throwing it in the face of each other and more about respecting how good they actually did. And at the end of the day, I couldn't imagine a bigger fight than Logan and KSI. I feel like they two are just too perfect for anyone else to really be able to take over as the biggest fight. So overall, I'm kind of looking at it as KSI winning the fight with a round 5 or 6 knockout after Logan Paul's already shown that he's got potential to beat KSI. It's definitely the best way that this fight could go. Logan Paul will probably grow from losing, and KSI will most likely grow from winning. And finally seeing them both respect each other at the end of the fight would be also a great thing to see, where all the fans finally come together instead of clashing with each other. That's all from me today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.
They mistake that I'm blind. Get yours or get mine, 'cause I ain't playing with that time. That's why I'm